Wilson Contreras blasts one out. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they add on. It's 7-0.
Wow, 4 consecutive home runs. These guys are taking batting practice in the game. Just unbelievable at bats. And I'll tell you what, that hitting coach over there in the dugout, he's feeling pretty proud of himself right now.
At the plate, Jaron Duran. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A solo shot. That's his 4th home run of the series. Fair ball.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Here's a big power threat, Fatty McGee, and he has a chance to homer for the 2nd time this inning.
I'm sure it never crossed his mind, and he'd get another chance to do that again in this inning, but here we are. Let's see if he can pull it off.
And that's hammered into right field, and that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next to the Red Sox,
lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer, her 2nd home run of the game, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 11-0.
Her confidence is through the roof with the way she's been swinging it lately. She's on a really good run. She's flexing her power with another home run, Boog. Not surprising.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Jody Jones. This one in the air, center field. Paez takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Up next to the Red Sox, the left fielder, Bobby Scott.
There's a swing and a drive. That's going back. Back some more. And that one's gone. His 2nd home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 12-0.
Well, he's living up to his power-hitting reputation today, Boog. A 2nd homer just confirms what we already knew about his ability to hit the ball a long way.
And here is Billy Big Dog. That one ripped left field, way back there. And wow, that one is way out of here. They go back-to-back. His 2nd homer of the night.
Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working.
And that one hammered. Going, gone. That's his 4th home run of the series. Here comes Wilson Contreras. And that one ripped to left. Could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for 2nd. And he'll reach 2nd with 1 away.
Up next to the Red Sox, the center fielder, number 16.
An offensive explosion this inning here in Game 4 of the World Series. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Into 3rd now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
So stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at 1st and 3rd. That's smacked down a line to center. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. 1 run is in. The relay throw. The tag, and he's out.
Well, they had him dead to rights right there.
For the Dodgers, number 80, Evan Diaz.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. Stepping in the long ball threat, Lyle Theophanopoulos. 1-1 now. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying and brings it in at the wall. Back here in L.A. and towing the slab for the Boston Red Sox in this one, number 99. He was certainly on point in his last outing, Chris.
Total command last time out. Scattered 2 hits over his outing. He had great stuff. We'll see if he's got it again in this one.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Got him. That's a strikeout. Let's take a look at how they filled out the lineup card for Game 4 of the World Series.
There's no overstating this one, Boog. It's a massive game, and whatever the outcome today, this team is going to feel the impact more so than normal. A win breathes new life into their season, but a loss could essentially end it.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
2 down, nobody on.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
This one chopped to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. The 4th game of the World Series. So stepping in for Boston, Jody Jones. That one ripped left field. That's got a chance. Got all of that one. He flexes his power with that swing. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Way back there. And wow, that one is way out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. That's his 3rd home run of the game. Billy Big Dog up next for the Red Sox. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. And that one is gone. 3 in a row. Wow. His 3rd home run of the game. Ripped into right field, base hit. And the hits just keep on coming. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Here's a 1-1. And that's a fair ball. Traffic on the bases with 3 already across here at the top of the 2nd. On the ground, could be 2. To Betts at second for 1. To first, save. It's a fielder's choice. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Jack Dreyer. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away. And stepping in for Boston, Batty McGee. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Oh, great stop. The feed for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. But they go deep 3 times in the inning and score 4. Down to the bottom of the second. The Bo Sox have the advantage, 19-0. You're watching the World Series. Back here at Chavez Ravine, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Brandon Lau steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That one came in at 99.
Number 13, Matt Muncy.
Strike 2.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
That's the ball.
Challenge from behind the dish here. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. Still one challenge left for them. Strike him out looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the second.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the third baseman, Lyle Theophanopoulos.
Ball to strike. The pitch. That one drilled left field. That's back there. That'll make it out of here. And she's gone yard again. That's her 3rd home run of the game. So stepping in for Boston, Jody Jones. On the ground. And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's into second with nobody out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now it's the power-speed combo, Bobby Butts. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see it.
Well struck left field, carrying well. And that one is going to go. Another homer. His 4th home run of the game. And they add to their lead. It's 22-0.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare, they're so special, and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 6th of the series. We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, but he squared it up and knew it was wrong.
There's a swing and a drive. And foul ball. Ripped to first, caught.
that at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Rustar Grotero. The 1-1. Hard hit to third. Muncy sends it to first. Now they get the out. 2 down, bases empty. Next to hit, Jarren Duran. That one ripped right center field. That's back. And wow, that one is way out of here. Make that 4 homers in the inning. And they add to the lead. It's 24-0. In the air, left field. Hernandez on the move. Makes a mess of this one. It gets down. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. Stepping in, Fatty McGee. And Singy, he started this one off with a bang.
Yes, he did. It always feels great when you can connect with one right away. Certainly a shot of confidence for the entire lineup and a shot to the heart for this crowd.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Swing and a ball ripped down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. It's got to find a way just to travel a hair more.
Stays alive. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning here in Game 4 of the World Series. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone.
For a guy with top-tier power, this is just another day at the office. Always a threat to sit one out. I just don't know how you're supposed to pitch to him.
Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. That one ripped left field. That ball's carried. It has the distance gone. They go back-to-back for 4th home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 27-0. It appears. So 2 down. And here's the first baseman, Jody Jones. That one ripped right center field. This one could be trouble. Around second, he wants the cycle. Relay to third. He's got the cycle into third with a triple. And that's what he needed. He has done it. What a performance at the plate.
He's come through for him at the plate in every way possible in this one. It might be a little bit of a quirk in terms of stats, but it's still a great achievement. Not something a lot of players have been able to do.
Up next for the Red Sox, the left fielder, Babu Struck.
Already 8 runs across this inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That one is gone. And he's gone yard again. His 5th home run of the game, and they add on. It's 29-0.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal, Boo. I mean, this is an all-time performance right here. 5 home runs in a single game.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. That's his 7th home run of the series. And they boost their lead. It's 30-0.
Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity. cases, the hitter, he just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
So digging in, Jesus. And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. They've hit another. That's his 5th homer of the series. Let's break out the StatCast numbers. It's singing. It tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many, Claire.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His 2nd home run of the game.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here's the center fielder, Jarren Duran. That's a base hit, and that extends the inning.
These guys today are so great with handling.
For the Dodgers, number 51,
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Lifted in the air. Pajas on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. So it's the 4th game of the World Series. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Ground ball right side. Jones takes it himself. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
The shortstop, Mookie Betts.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
The rare came from Mookie. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And he blows that one by him at 100. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Got him looking for the kill. Picks up strikeout number 7. 9 straight retired here to start the game. This is the World Series on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
And they've really been peppering left field, as you can see from the graphic right here. Might be time for the defense to slide a bit towards that side.
Going, gone. That's his 3rd home run of the game. Now the number 2 hitter, Lyle Theophanopoulos. And that one hammered back there. And wow, that one is way out of here. For 5th home run of the game. Swing, and that ball is blasted. That one on its way, and it is gone. A home run, and that's the cycle. 3 in a row. Wow. His 2nd homer of the night, and they add to their lead.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now it's going to be Bobby Bucks. That one ripped left field. That's back there. And it's out of here. His 6th home run of the game. And they add on. Chris, this one got out of here quickly. Let's take another look with the help of StatCast.
Yeah, just a laser of a home run. 113 miles per hour off the bat. But it wasn't a towering shot by any stretch, and it didn't need to be. That thing was torched.
Into center and a base hit. And the hits just keep on coming. So stepping in for Boston, Jesus Zito. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. And that one's gone. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning. There's a swing and a drop. That's back. That's not coming back.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one. And everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Now, Jarren Duran. And in one hops the wall. Relay to second. Save. He beats it.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Got all of that one.
Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped.
This ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. His 4th home run of the game. And they boost their lead.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
And now, Lyle Theophanopoulos. That one drilled left field. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. The relay to second. Save. She beats it. We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly she saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. Out of here. He's done it. He's got the cycle. His 3rd home run of the game. Here's some real power at the plate. Bobby Bucks. Swings here and blasts one left field. That one carrying. And it's gone. His 7th home run of the game. And they add to their lead. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Golfed that one down into the corner and just couldn't keep it fair. A little too much hook on it.
Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger. So, man aboard. Now, here is Jesus Zito. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Drilled in the air, high and deep, they add on.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And that one hammered. That's back. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. That's his 7th home run of the series. And they boost their lead.
He got his front foot down. He was stronger on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
Pajas takes it in for the out. 1 away. Next is the designated hitter, Roman Anthony. Should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double. Runner at second here, 1 gone. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The 1-2. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. His 5th home run of the game. 1 down. Down the third baseman, Lyle Theophanopoulos. Here's a 1-1. This one backs to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. Their 6th home run of the game, and they add to their lead.
She put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here.
That one ripped left field. That's back there. Gone.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now a chance for Bobby Cross. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That'll make it out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Big stack center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Jesus Zito. The 2-1. That one is hammered right field. That's back. And that one is gone. His 6th home run of the game. There's a swing and a drive. That one carried. It has the distance. Gone.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the...
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. He's in with a double, and that's his 2nd double of the night. Now it's the DH, Roman Anthony. And it's second. That one ripped right center field. That's back. And that one is out of here. His 6th of the series. Here's a rocket to right field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double. 1 out, runner at second. Lyle Theophanopoulos up next for the Red Sox. Ball to strike. Left field, way back there. Carrying well. And that one's gone. For 7th home run of the game. And they add on.
That's exactly the pitch she was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw goes in too late, and the speedy runner is on at first. Man at first with one gone. And next for the Red Sox, Bobby Bucks. Oh, look at the stop. Glove flip to second, double play. What a great killing to end the inning. And it's going to take me the entire break to count all those runs. Back here in L.A., ready to go, bottom 4. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Up the middle. Tosses to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
And that's through there for a strike. Going to count 1 and 2. The Dodgers hitless so far in the game. Struck him out swinging. Strikeout number 8. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. Two down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That's his 9th strikeout so far. So 12. Back here at Chavez Ravine, Billy Big Dog. He's been enjoying himself at the plate in this one as we look at his spray chart.
Definitely a pull-happy approach, Boog, but it's been working for him. You can tell he's locked in on just about every swing.
And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Looking to extend the play now. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying. And it's off the batter's eye.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And it goes just foul. That one ripped left field. And it's out of here. That's 9 homers this series. Jarren Duran digs in now. The count 2-1. And that one hammered. That's back there. And wow, that one is way out of here. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they boost their lead. There's a swing and a drive. Into the corner, but foul. 4 runs already in the frame here in Game 4 of the World Series. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one's back. Going, gone. His 3rd home run of the game. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Here's the second baseman, Fatty McGee. The 2-1. That one ripped. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. In safely with a double, his second of the day. And stepping in from Boston, Lyle Theophanopoulos. She went deep back in the fourth. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ballgame.
Yeah, Berg, she didn't waste any time. She jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. We talked about squaring it up. She didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. One out, a runner at second. We're at the top of the fifth. That one drilled left field. That's back. And that one is going to go. That's his fifth homer of the series. And they add to their lead. That home run certainly worthy of another look with StatCast. Huh, Siggy? I mean, that ball screamed out of here.
Absolutely. I mean, we only see a handful.
And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. Not stopping. He's going for three. The relay, the tag, and he's out trying for three.
Well, I think the base runner assumed that he was going to be able to make it to third pretty easily, but a really nice relay from the outfielder to the cutoff man, and they got him easily.
So stepping in for Boston, Billy Big Dog. Hard ground ball, base knock. Back-to-back hits, and they were hit hard. Ripped to right, base hit. Coming home. He'll score, and the lead continues to grow. Wilson Contreras up next for the Red Sox. Man on second, two down. Rip, but it goes foul. There's a swing and a drive. That one's back. That's not coming back. His 10th home run of the series, and they add on.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the batsman buried it out of here.
Nice grab. And they get the out. But it's a huge inning for them as they score. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Brandon Lau steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And a good start to the inning.
I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
And a ball and two strikes. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. This one in the air, center field. McGee under it. One down.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Foul ball. Struck him out looking.
Now 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Here is Freddie Freeman. The 1-2. Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first in time, and that's the third out. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Back here in hammered down the right side, but foul. The 1-2. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Up next for the Red Sox.
So the lineup flips over. Fatty McGee up next for the Red Sox. That one's back there. And wow, that one is way out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. All Red Sox in this one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That one's carrying. And it's gone. Another homer. And they boost their lead. Here's a big power threat. Jody Jones. That's in there. And the count 1-2. That one ripped left field. That's back there. Out of here. He's done it. He's got the cycle. And he's gone yard again. His 6th home run of the game. Liner, base hit. And the hits just keep on coming.
Up next for the Red Sox. The right fielder for the Sox. Big drive.
Two down. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. Make that 4 homers in the inning, and they add to their lead.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Now here is Jesus Zito, and a base hit. Great stop to first. Nicely done for the out.
Cat-like reflexes on that one. Makes the dive, has to get up. Clean exchange to throw a strike across the diamond. And what a tremendous play.
And it's second. That one is absolutely belted. Thomas giving chase. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should score the run. The relay throw. But he's in there easily. And now the DH, Roman Anthony. This one driven. Deep center field. On its way. Home run. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning. And they add on.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the batsman buried it out of there.
That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Lyle Theophanopoulos up next for the Red Sox. The 1-1. And that one hammered back there. That'll make it out of here. She'll take a jog around the bases. And they boost their lead.
She put a really nice swing on that one. Everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Drilled out towards left center field. And that one's gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 7th home run of the game. And the batter now, Bobby Bunce. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Ground ball could be 2. Over to Lau. On the first, double play. And that's the inning. But they scored 12 times with an offensive onslaught. Well, we go bottom 6. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. The 2-1. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Sends it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next for the Dodgers, the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's a 1-2. Tap back to the mound. Gets it to first, and Hernandez is out. And up to the plate is Will Smith. 2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Recognized that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him, swinging for the pin. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the 4th game of the World Series. So stepping in for Boston, Jesus Zito. That one ripped right center field. And it one-ups the wall.
Up next for the Red Sox.
That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And These are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Now all even up. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow.
Well, he just took one away from one of the best in the league. It's not going to happen very often, but when you get the opportunity, better make the play, and he did right there.
That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they extend their lead. Here now the Red Sox DH, Roman Anthony. And it's second. What a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
The 1-1. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. There's a swing and a drive. That one is back. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. That's 9 homers this series. That was quite the home run, Siggy, as we take it in again with StatCast. 114 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, and plenty of distance, too. I mean, with that kind of exit velo, if you can get it up in the air with good back.
And that'll do it. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The designated hitter,
Fouls one off. 2-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Now a dozen strikeouts for him in this one.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all the strikeouts, they kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Got it. That's out number 2. Lau at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. Back here at Chavez Ravine. So stepping in for Boston, Jody Jones. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one opts against the fence. Pulls into second. That's a double to start the 8th.
Up next for the Red Sox, the left fielder, Bobby Butt.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Late here in game 4. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. Got all of that one. He circles the bases, and they add to their lead. Now it's the right fielder, Billy Big Dog. And he boots it.
The bat, number 13, shortstop, bases, Vito.
1-2 now. Well struck right field. Gone. He dunks it off the foul pole. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That flash from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Siggy.
And it just flew out of here, Boog, even if you only heard the ball.
That one ripped left field. It's got a chance. It has the distance. Gone. They go back-to-back, and they boost their lead.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. 2-1 now. Line drive, base hit.
I mean, come on, have a game. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. And now two aboard. So back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Fatty McGee. And that one hammered. And wow, that one is way out of here. His 10th home run of the series, and they add to their lead.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, good solid contact right there, just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
That one drilled left field. That's back there. Gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. And they add on.
That's exactly the pitch she was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So stepping in for Boston, Jody Jones. Fair ball. And that's a double. That one hammered, but pulled foul. An offensive explosion this inning here in Game 4 of the World Series. Swing, a high fly ball hit the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. That one is gone. He'll take a trot around the bases, and they boost their lead.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
At the plate, Billy Big Dog, and that should be extra bases. Safely into second, he's got a double. A rocket into the outfield. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and the lead continues to grow. Man at first, nobody out. Here's the catcher, Wilson Contreras. And a 1-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And that one is gone. He'll circle the bases, and they add to their lead. It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of a StatCast treatment, Singing.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast, absolutely.
Now a rocket to right center. Way back there, and forget it. It's out of here. His 4th home run of the game, and they add on.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there, and that one's gone. They've hit another. His 5th home run of the game. Back to the top of the order now. Matty McGee up next for the Red Sox. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double. That one hammered center field. That's back there. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. She hammers one out to center, and they boost their lead. Jody Jones up next for the Red Sox. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one's carrying. Makes the grab on a leaping play at the wall.
With a guy like this with so much pop at the plate, you're going to play a little bit deeper and make sure you can time it up in case there's an opportunity to steal a home run. Well, he did just that. Perfect footwork at the fence and reaches up and makes the grab.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch in this next one.
It's a one-out single. So up next, Billy Big Dog. The 1-1. And a rope into center field, base hit. Here comes the throw. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
The bat, number 15.
Right through there for a strike. And that one hammered. That's back there. Into the bullpen and gone. He shoots one out to right. And they add to their lead.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
One down. Now the catcher up to hit. Wilson Contreras. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him.
Up next for the Red Sox, the center fielder, number 16, James Duran.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Going, gone. His 5th home run of the game, and they add on.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one. Everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's the second baseman, Matty McGee. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. The throw in. Safe. In comes the run from second. And they extend their lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Laser could be extra bases. Rounds third, heading for the plate. He scores all the way from first. So just a brutal throwing error that time. And next for the Red Sox, Jody Jones. 2 down, nobody on. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 1-2. There's a swing and a drive. This one's got a chance. Off the batter's eye and gone. He muscles that one out of here. And they boost their lead.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the batsman carried it out of here.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one hammered. That's not coming back. A laser to left. And they add to their lead.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boo. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like he was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely. And he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Digging in, Billy Big Dog. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That'll make it out of here. His 7th home run of the game, and they add on.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Well struck right field. This one's got a chance, and that one is out of here.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one. Everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Here's the catcher to hit, Wilson Contreras. That one's back there. And it's out of here. A gigantic blast. And they boost their lead.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the batsman carried it out of here.
Hammered down the right side, the foul. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Ranging back. Caught just shy of the wall. But not. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy.
You know, these Dodgers being a little too patient at the plate in this game. We've seen them go down looking several times, just not really showing much fight in a lot of their at-bats so far.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. The Bo Sox up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And he chases that one below the zone. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick.
And another day, that's number 17. What a game. Totally dominant on the mound as he's through. We go to the ninth. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Roman Anthony. And a 2-1 on the way. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And wow, that one is way out of here. Another homer. His 6th home run of the game. And they add to their lead. That one ripped left field. And in one hops the wall. And he's got a double.
This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
And now Lyle Theophanopoulos. There's a swing and a drive. That's bad. And that one's gone. Second home run of the inning for him. And they add on. Another look at one of the most impressive home runs you'll ever see, as StatCast gives us the full picture.
Yeah, projected more than 480 feet.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. That's 9 homers this series. And they boost their lead. So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Bobby Butts. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And the hits just keep on coming.
Up next for the Red Sox, the left fielder, number 5, Taylor Big Dog.
Drilled out towards left center field. That one carrying. Gone. And he's gone yard again. Make that 4 homers in the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Jesus Cito. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. And a man aboard.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Laser could be trouble. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and the lead continues to grow. So, man aboard. Here's the center fielder, Jarren Duran. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Going, gone. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning. And they add to their lead. That one ripped left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he'll pull into second safely.
Up next for the Red Sox, the second baseman.
Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Fatty McGee. Man at second. Liner, and this could be trouble. Coming home. He will score, and they extend their lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That's back there. That one is gone. She sends it out of here, and they add on.
She put a really nice swing on that one. Everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension and just drove it out of here. Nothing better.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Out of here. He's done it. He's got the cycle. They go back-to-back. His 10th home run of the series, and they boost their lead.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here's the left fielder, Bobby Bucks. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. And that one is going to go. They've hit another, and they add to their lead.
Well, they put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Hot shot to third. Throw on to Freeman. Now one gone in the ninth. And stepping in for Boston, Jesus Zito. Here's a 1-1. That one blasted deep to right. Back there. Got all of that one.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lob, and gets the home run.
An offensive explosion this inning late here in Game 4. That one drilled left field. That's back there. And it's gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. And now the center fielder, Jarren Duran. Ripped on a line. Thomas. Long run. And that's going to bang against the wall. He's in at second with a one-out double. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Runner from second scores as they add on. Fatty McGee up next for the Red Sox. Here's a 1-1. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Lead runner holds at third, so two runners in scoring position and just one out. That one ripped left field, back there. And that one's gone. She'll take a trot around the bases. And they add on.
That's exactly the pitch she was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
One down. Jody Jones now at the plate. And that one hammered. That's back. That's not coming back. A shot to the opposite field. And they boost their lead. That one ripped left field. That's carrying. It has the distance. Gone.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and they have that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Ripped, but it curls foul. lifts one to deep center field. That one back. That'll make it out of here. That one felt good, and they add to their lead. So digging in, Jesus Zito. And a base hit up the middle. And that's a one-out single. And foul ball. 2-2 now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Way back there. And that one is gone. An absolute smash to left. And they add on. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. The 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball in the air, left field. Going back. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one. 2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 4 of the World Series. Right side. And it goes just foul. Well struck right field. That one hops against the fence. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And next for the Red Sox, Fatty McGee. Fair ball. Anthony around third. That gets by him. He'll score easily. And the lead continues to grow. Now a relay to third. Not in time. He's safe. Some history here, and what a game he's had. Chris, you hit for the cycle, so you know what this is like.
It's a really cool thing to accomplish, especially when your team gets the W. And one thing that gets lost in this is that you had at least 4 hits in a ball game, and not a lot of guys can even say they did that in the course of their career.
Now there's a bullet down the line, and that's a fair ball. Runner in from third to extend their lead. And in at second with an RBI double.
Up next for the Red Sox, the first base.
So a runner aboard. So stepping in for Boston, Jody Jones. 1-1 now. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. And that one is out of here. He'll touch them all. And they boost their lead.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
The Red Sox up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. That one drilled left field. That's back there. And it's out of here. He jacks that one out to left. And they add to their lead. So 2 down. Now at the plate, Billy Big Dog. That one ripped right center field. That's back. And that one hops the wall. And that's a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Stays fair. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they extend their lead. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Up next for the Red Sox, the the catcher.
Man at second here with 2 away. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Wilson Contreras. The 1-1. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. And that one is gone. He sends it out of here. And they add on.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
In the air to left center. Thomas on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. But not before they... Back here at Dodger Stadium. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he hasn't gotten a result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. That one finds the zone. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one missed. Catcher challenge would take another look. So the call stands. No challenges left for them now. 3-2. Payoff pitch. In the air out towards right center. Durant on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. So it's their last chance in this one. Now Will Smith. Chopper to second. McGee. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Red Sox take a big 3-1 lead here in the series. From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Ready to go now? Digging in, Freddie McGee. Loud. And an easy out to start the game. Just underway, crowd getting settled here at Dodger Stadium. Hit hard, base hit. So they get a runner aboard with a one-out single. And next for the Red Sox, Bobby Butts. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And gone. A two-run blast. And the Red Sox jump in front. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at-bat to give your team the lead.
Here's a line drive to left field. And makes the grab. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Billy Big Dog. Out towards left center. Brings it in. And that is that. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Well, this team was shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what do they talk about in that hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them get on that scoreboard.
Got the bat going too soon at strike 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup.
That's in. Ball 2.
And that drops in for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Next offering is foul back.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Dodgers down in order. They trail things here 2-0. World Series Game 5. So stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony. The 2-1. This one in the air, center field. Pajes takes it in for the out. 1 down. And that one hammered. And a foul ball. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. On a line out towards center. Pajes gets under it. 2 down.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
2 down, nobody on. Bunt attempt popped up. And that is that. Nothing doing for Boston as they're back here at Dodger Stadium. We head to the bottom of the second. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. 2-2 down. And a good eye there.
Outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Challenge from behind a dish here. So the call stands. Still 1 challenge left for them. Payoff pitch. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Fights it off. He'll see another. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Tunneled that pitch. Thought it was going to be a slider breaking in off the plate, but it hugged the corner. And at that point, when he recognized it, it was just too late.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Battling here as he fouls it away. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back here in L.A., and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Wilson Contreras. Hit in the air out towards left center field, pretty well struck. Paez makes his way towards it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Red Sox, the second baseman, Patty McGee.
No question about this one. It's out of here. A solo shot. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
And next for the Red Sox, Lyle Theophanopoulos. That's in there. That is strike 2. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. 2 away. And stepping in for Boston, Bobby Butts. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, but he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. It's now 3-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Brandon Lowe. Late on that fastball. Got him swinging for the K. 7 in a row by way of the K.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Takes it in for the out. Miguel Rojas at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. And that is in for a strike. And now 3-2. Chop to the right side. Jones. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. This is the World Series. On to the 4th. So stepping in for Boston, Jesus Zito. That one ripped right center field. And it's into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Now they get the runner and a rundown. And they put the tag on him for the out. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. This one drilled right center field. That one hit for the fence and gone.
There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Now, Roman Anthony. Bunting for a hit. He pops it up. Takes it in for the out. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Now batting Jarren Duran. Liner, and this could be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Jones coming home. He'll score, and it's 5-0.
Picks himself up at RBI. Got a fastball.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in Game 5 of the World Series. And a bunt towards third. Not in time.
No, he's in.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Fatty McGee. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again? Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
This one smoked on its way out of here.
Well, Boyd, when you've got power like he does, hitting 2 home runs in the same game feels very doable. Dialed in and making the most of every swing.
Bunting for a hit, and that's just foul. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Puts the tag on her, and that's the inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine, ready to go, bottom 4. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Just missed.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive, go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
That one misses.
That's
so
out.
a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. 1 out man at first. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Payoff pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Three-two now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Struck him out without the swing. They didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And a swing and a miss. Speed of the fastball. We go to the top of the fifth. So stepping in for Boston, Bobby Butts. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. The throw to third, and he's out, trying for three. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. That's not coming back. Here comes the skipper, and one down. Billy Big Dog up next for the Red Sox.
That ball is foul.
Foul ball. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Dave. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Trying to bunt his way on. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. And next for the Red Sox, Jody Jones. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Anthony at first, one gone. That one ripped left field, back there. And wow, that one is way out of here. A two-run homer. Here comes. Now a drag bunt, third base side, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. Puts a bunt down. Flips it, and very nicely done for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Contreras now. Ball to strike. There's a line drive to left field. And that is that. But they go deep 3 times in the inning and score 4. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That one lifted to left. Butts has a beat on it. Not there in time, and that's the first hit for them in this one. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 5th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
And obviously a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight.
Lau at the plate.
Number 6, second baseman, Brandon.
Man at second.
Things aren't looking great for this offense right now, Brewery. They need a spark. It doesn't matter who provides it, but they need it to save their season.
Struck him out looking. The 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Set down on strikes. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing. One left for L.A. Hasn't been their day. It's 12-0. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. They throw into second, and they tag him out.
Got to love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Lyle Theophanopoulos up next to the Reds. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A solo shot. Gets the bunt down the right side. Freeman. And he just gets him to the bag. Gets the out. He wins the foot race. Emmett Sheehan on the pitch out of the pen here. He's into the game with the bases empty. Two and one now. Bunting for a hit, and that's just foul. Bunts it in the air. He's got it, and that'll do it. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching the World Series on the World Series Game 5. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas.
Ball 2.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So that removes their last challenge. Strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Butts settles under. One away. The Dodgers with a lot of ground to make up here in Game 5 of the World Series. Swings and misses. High heat too much on that one.
Clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Bird. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack. Hitters. It's such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. This is the world.
Leading off the Boston, the right fielder, number 5, Really big drive.
And he pops up the bunt. Not in time. He's safe. Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. Bunting, and he pops it up. Takes it in for the out. Man at first, one away. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And a 1-2. This one popped up. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout.
Still couldn't catch up to the good velocity, good run those last few inches through the zone.
So up next, Jarren Duran. The 1-2. Bunting, and it's in the air. Reaching for it, makes the... Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Popped up. McGee should have this one. Takes it in for the out.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. On the strike, the pitch. Swings through that one out in front that time. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Towards first. Jones steps on the bag, and there's 2 away.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. So he gets yet. Brusdar Graterol comes on now. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Back here in L.A., they put themselves out front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Now it's the second baseman, Fatty McGee. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in.
This ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they boost their lead. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he has really seen the ball well in this one.
That home run was a no-doubter as we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour.
She swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Going, gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. Her 2nd home run of the game. 1 down. Bobby Bucks getting ready to hit. This one backs to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. They've hit another. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 16-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
That home run certainly worthy of another look with StatCast, huh, Siggy? I mean, that ball screamed out of here.
Absolutely. I mean, we only see a handful of home runs with an exit velo around 116 miles per hour, and the best we usually see in a season.
So they turn things over to the righty, Edgardo Henriquez. And that one ripped to left. That's out number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those loop hits to get a knock sometimes.
innings through that.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. Don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. That one is gone. Another homer. Make that 4 homers in the inning. And they add to the lead. It's 17-0. Siggy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
And that'll do it. 4 runs on 4 hits, all of them solo homers. Last half of the 8th coming up. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Bottom of the 8th. Kyle Tucker digs in now. And another K. That's number 17. What a game. Tucker not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And it's going to stay a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. That one catches the zone. Full count now.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Making 18 strikeouts on the day.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of Game 5. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Totally dominant on the mound as he's through 8 without surrendering a run. This is the World Series. We go to the 9th. So stepping in for Boston, Jody Jones. Here's a 1-1. Swings here and blasts one left field. Way back there. And wow, that one is way out of here. Another homer. His 2nd homer of the night. And they tack on to their lead. It's 18-0.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those 2 things feed off one another.
That was quite the home run, Siggy, as we take it in again with StatCast. 114 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, and plenty of distance, too. I mean, with that.
Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Edwin Diaz. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And now it's 1-2. Puts a bunt down. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Trying to move him over here. Freeman. They apply the tag, and the runner moves up to second. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Matty McGee. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
This one smashed down the right field line. That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at 3rd. Runners at the corners with 1 out. to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. She hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That's back there, and that one's gone. And he's gone yard again. His 3rd home run of the game, and they add on. It's 21-0.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last.
Now here is Jesus Zito. Swing, and that ball smashed down the line. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Dodger Stadium. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Singy, what would it mean for them if he's able to finish it off?
Well, Boog, I mean, this is huge right here, and if he's able to do it, it would give the bullpen a night off and gives him that much more belief every time he's out there that he can go deep into the ball game. I think they'll feel more confident as well that he's going to put them in a position to win each and every time. If he can complete the shutout, I think they could use it as a springboard to more success over the next few games.
Got him. Now with a run.
Had him way out in front of the knuckleball there. That thing just floats and dances to the plate, and as a hitter, kind of feels like it'll never get there. You've got to try to find a way to stay on that back leg and just let it travel as deep as possible. Tough to do, though.
That's a strike. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers.
Well-executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So last chance for the Dodgers. Here's Shohei Ohtani. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground. Nice grab to first. And it is over. The Red Sox are once again champions of the baseball world.
Congratulations to the World Series champions. Incredibly special team. So proud of these players. I know the fans back in their hometown. Everybody going nuts right now. It's going to be such an amazing reception when they return home.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down on the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. Singleton and our outstanding crew. I'm John Sciambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.